Should you write on spec? That's the topic I'm addressing today in The Right Question. I'm Daphne Gray Grant, the publication coach, still in pandemic mode. I have a question from Heather Maher, a writer based in Paterson, New Jersey. Here's what she's asked by email. After finally getting my 2 kids into high school, phew, I'm trying to establish a career as a freelance writer. Because I don't yet have any clips, I'm wondering if I should focus on writing on spec. What do you think? Thanks for your question, Heather. Just in case there are any people watching this video who don't know the lingo associated with freelancing, I'm going to begin by defining a couple of the terms you've used. Spec is short for the phrase on speculation, and it means that you write a piece without any guarantee that someone's going to buy it. In other words, you come up with the idea, do the interviews, do the writing, and then try to sell the piece. Clips, sometimes known as tear sheets, are articles that you've written and had published. If you want to succeed as a freelancer, it's very helpful to have a good selection of clips. They're proof that you know how to write and that other publications have trusted you. But I know that clips are a gigantic catch-22. How do you get clips if you've never been published before? And how do you get published without them? In short, some people will write on spec to get around that problem. But here are my thoughts on why you shouldn't be too quick to do that. First, you might be doing a lot of work for no good purpose. You don't know anything about that editor's plans for their publication, and it's highly possible you'll misjudge what they're looking for. Second, the editor has no investment in you. You are totally unknown to them, and they haven't had the chance to help shape the story in any way, perhaps by suggesting who you should interview. Your odds of success are not high. For these reasons, it's almost always better to begin with what's called, another technical term, a pitch. This is where you introduce yourself to the editor in writing and explain the details of the story you want to produce. You need to do this succinctly, no more than 4 to 5 paragraphs that you keep to 1 page. The pitch must include the number of words you want to write and explain how the idea fits in with the goals of the publication. You should also explain why you are the perfect person to write this story. Now, if you don't have clips, in this pitch you can offer to write the story on spec and the editor might just bite. But you'll stand a much greater chance of succeeding by having made contact first rather than just showing up with a finished piece. Of course, it's always better to have some clips. So to get around that particular catch-22, I suggest you look for a worthy organization for which you can volunteer as a writer. The Cancer Society, the Heart Foundation, the Red Cross. Of course, you could also volunteer at your kid's high school, but by picking a big-name organization, you're far more likely to get useful feedback, and you'll also get a more valuable clip that will carry more weight. Finally, let me wrap up with a quote from the actress and former UNICEF ambassador, Audrey Hepburn. As you grow older, you will discover that you have 2 hands, one for helping yourself, the other for helping others. One last point, Heather. Some outlets accept certain types of articles on spec only. An example of this is the Modern Love column for the New York Times. When on spec is a stated requirement, you should of course follow it. If you'd like to learn more about how to make your writing a happier and more rewarding process, check out my latest book, Your Happy First Draft. It's not available in bookstores or on Amazon. The only place you can get it is my website, linked below and in the show notes.